So the next item is color saturation.
Well, 100% white.
100% white, yeah.
First thing, I'll put up 100% windowed pattern.
Yeah, you had some good transitional patterns we looked at last night, I think, too.
And we'll use the one pattern we use for calibration, and if everybody's in agreement, we could put 100% white up on all the displays, full screen.
We could do that off of a generator easily enough. Or if you have it on that,
Yeah, it's on the
even
disc.
better. Even better. Wow. Beautiful.
So that's 100%.
You know what? Click that light on.
want 'em back down?
Yeah, real quick,
Yeah.
because you
Oh,
should look
don't
real
do that.
carefully at the black background around the white box. Right.
Yes, that's
That'll
just as
tell you a
important.
lot. How black is that background?
Isn't that amazing? What does it mean when you see something like, the white seems to fuzz over? Absolutely amazing.
White seems to fuzz
It means
over.
it's very bright, very white.
Time to clean your glasses.
Time to clean my glasses, right.
It means it's too warm in here, they're fogging up, probably.
If it's hot here, we can turn some of the plasmas off.
Just the white
Somebody made this DVD jokes on the title of it.
White on black.
For?
You don't really need so much for this one because you did us.
Ed, did you want to say a sentence about what we're trying to look for here?
Okay, I mean, basically, this is a pattern we use for calibration. It's a 75%, it's a windowed pattern with 100% white output.
Every time you see it,
So this is it's gonna even the playing field for all the displays in question right now. So they'll all be putting out their peak adjusted white with a back background.
Are they going to be writing something down in between, or
I mean,
keep
just
everything off?
take a look at the white
Okay.
white pattern, take a look at the black background that's surrounding the white pattern to give a contrast of, an indication of the contrast that the display is capable of.
How white is the
Essentially, it's forcing the panel to do both peak brightness and maximum black at the same time. A lot of displays have issues with it, as you can see. So
we're measuring what looks like the best contrast to us?
Yeah,
Right.
which one has the best, darkest, deepest looking black around that white? Because all of them except for one have the exact same light out. They're all exactly the same brightness except for one panel, which we could not get up to 35 foot limits. But look at the black around it. That's the key, I think.
right.
A display showing any material should be able to do 100% white and 0% black without a problem.
At the same time.
And now, just to be fair, I know the LCD people are probably jumping up and down now. Out in
Let's just do a checkerboard.
oh no, so go to 100% full field.
Okay.
There you go.
Ah.
I mean, you know, be fair. That's supposed to be the weakness of the.
20%.
Mess around with the basement.
Somebody put the audio on in the theater, I think.
What percent is that? Oh, that's what?
40.
40%, right.
50, 60,
Beautiful.
70, 80, 90, and 100.
Anybody on this, just not to
Actually,
digress,
109,
but
sorry
everybody
about
on
that.
this side, take a look at that LG panel from your angle,
Yeah, it looks kind of yellow.
right?
Yeah.
That's why I got you to get up, because if
Right.
you go in the center there,
Looks
it's
better.
gonna look white.
Right.
That's the best example of the issue
It
in the
really falls
room.
off, so you're
Right,
up there.
plasma's all the same.
Yeah, they do, they don't suffer from
And the one
that.
that's tilted, that's not bad. It's kind of tilted.
Yeah, exactly.
Some in the back.
So if for some reason the cameraman happens to fall down and the lens is shining in snowbank,
There you go.
this is your representation of snow.
Got the albino cow blizzard, right?
But just keep in mind too, most movie content is mixed between mid-tones, pure black, pure white. So that's why we measured the window pattern that takes up a portion of the screen, at least back in the background.
The chances of you ever seeing a full white screen like this
Is right here.
is slim to none.
After tonight.
Not even on
Second
the
one.
Ice Age falls about the closest you probably ever get.
Yeah.
But it's still a good test. It's a
Yeah,
valid test.
it's a valid test, definitely, but just keep in mind, to have a full screen white with nothing else on the screen besides the white is slim to none in regular content.
Wait, so we're rating on this or on the previous pattern? I'm confused as to what we're
You can
rating.
combine them both. They're both white, peak white output. One was a windowed pattern, how well the black held with the white, and this is how bright the white is gonna be on a full screen.
How accurate
So you
the white
can
is.
combine both and average them
It's
out.
basically how bright the white gets.
Some of the
Yeah.
products
Relative
can
to
actually,
the darkness
what we call track
Yeah.
and grayscale.
One of the LCDs all look
Every step of
about
grade
the
from
same,
0 to 100
and the
is
plazas
same.
look about the same,
Others
minus
can't
like
do that.
2%.
So if 100% white
On this
was
pattern,
different
right?
on
I
one
mean-
panel or another.
So
a
it's not a
grayscale.
ranking, it's not 1 to 4. It's
Yeah, I know, I'm just,
So you don't have to choose one that's better than any of the other ones. They could all
Actually,
have the
somebody
same
just
rating.
brought up a good point. He said, some of the whites don't look the same. And of course, that would be a grayscale tracking issue. Very few panels, I mean, very, very few panels can actually track a grayscale from 0 to 100% white exactly perfectly to the standard, okay? So once you get up to 100%, in fact, a lot of them dip off in one direction or another, and therefore the color of that white would look different than one that actually was correct at 313329 or D65.
So our next column is
Color saturation?
Color accuracy.
Color accuracy.
Color accuracy.
we got a couple patterns here too, so
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Actually, this is a good one. This will show you black level and that they're all set correctly.
actually let me go back.
Reference black being 16 there, you shouldn't be able to see it at all. And if you're off angle again, you may see it flashing and it's not actually representative of the setup, but if you're dead on in the center of an LCD, or check out some of the plasmas, you'll see that 16 is not visible and 17 is just barely visible.
Right.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's correct.
17 is representative 1% above black.
Oh, so everything below 16.
So
White
Below-
out.
16 should not be flashing.
Yes.
Or just barely. And again, on the LCDs, if you're not straight on, you could see other bars. Or you can see a shift in color.
Dwayne, what you're pointing out is that this one seems perfect, and the Kuro does not.
Kuro, the way that it's processing is essentially because the way that they're designing their panels. I don't even want to discuss that, but the way that they're designing their panels, you're going to get some of these lines on the edges. That doesn't mean that it's showing you blacker than black. It's just that it's registering this voltage. It's a voltage type issue that they have. But 17 is barely visible. 16 is equal to what it should be, and it's just flashing backward. But if you look in the center line, not the actual edge, but in the center, it's still matching what it should be.
16 is supposed to be 100% black.
Correct.
And another thing with the flashing bars is the bars flash, the black on the left or surrounding the border of the display should not flash up and down with the bars. That black should remain unchanged, which some displays have issues with.